This is the Bush Whisperer coming at you from the beautiful Penguin Sanctuary, southern tip of Africa, Cape Agulhas, Cape Town, Boulders Beach. I want to talk to you today about letting things go and just how important it is to be able to let things go. There's something fundamental about being caught in the trap of life. We set traps for ourselves and then we catch ourselves in our own traps. And the traps might be traps of anger, they might be traps of worry, there might be traps of fear, there might even just be traps of confusion. The same idea running through one's head over and over again. Might be the trap of trying to figure out a problem and not letting it go. There are 1,000 ways in which we can trap ourselves in this life. And it's so important to be able to know when it's time to tap out. When is enough enough? When have you really done it? When have you had enough? When have you experienced enough of what it is that has created disharmony for you? When do you draw the line? Shaman understand fundamentally that it's so important to be able to move with life, to flow with life, to flow with the patterns that life is giving us. Not to be left behind, seeking to get stuck in previous patterns. For life is a continuity of a pattern that's expressing itself through different patterns. The fundamental pattern might be the same, but the specifics of the pattern is continually in a state of flux. So life is about change. Life is about embracing change. Life is about being in the moment and being yourself, totally. Not holding back. Not allowing your thoughts to get in your way. Not allowing your own attachments to emotions to become a trap or a cage that keeps you stuck, preventing you from experiencing the continuity of flow that is life. The shaman flows in life, through life, with life, becoming an agent of change, a stable agent of change. And there's a little bit of a oxymoron in that concept. I want you to grasp and understand what it means to become a stable agent of change. One needs to be the eye of the storm. The storm will be moving around you, but your point of reference needs to be a point of stillness. But the kind of stillness that moves, the same way the eye of the storm moves. And so we can understand that it's so easy to get stuck. Storms can't be stuck. This life is a storm and it's moving around us. And in order for us to reach our center, we need to be able to flow with the weather. We need to be able to flow with the patterns that life is presenting. We need to be open to experiencing the change that is happening around us at every moment of the day. We also need to be open to the inner reality that we are revealing to ourselves, through ourselves, to each other. Open to what we're sharing, learning from the experience of life. That is the continuity of change as it flows through us. And we are essentially the fundamental structure of this change. Consider that for a moment. That everything that you think you are is but a dream. And that dream is wrapped up, little dreams, bound within a greater dream. And that dream is bound within a yet greater dream. Bound within a dream that you are not even aware of, bound within dreams greater than those dreams. And so this life is a concentric pattern of circles, if you want to consider it in terms of a glyph, that expand outwards through the sphere of awareness, bringing the consciousness and the perception to bear, so that we can learn to transcend what we are and to become what we are. For what we are is a sphere of change. And when we understand this, one realizes in order to be oneself, one cannot be stuck. One cannot be lost in this world of cage. I call it the world of cage. Because the reality is, birds are in a constant state of flux and change when they're flying. You might see this bird flying and it might seem like it's just flowing through the air, like a fish through water. But the truth is that that bird is navigating all the time. Wind currents. There's so much going on around that animal. The consciousness has to be completely in a state of total change, in a state of total renewal. For change equals renewal. Renewal equals new life. New life equals expansion. Expansion equals revelation. And revelation equals truth. Truth equals life, and life equals harmony. So the way back to harmony is the way of peace. And to be in a state of peace, one needs to be in a state of equanimity. And to be in a state of equanimity, one needs to be flowing with life. One's in a river, the river is flowing. One cannot just be static. One needs to move with the river in order to maximize the flow of the river, and that way we get to be where we want to be. Here is the secret of manifestation. We can't manifest anything if we're stuck. Manifestation, in its truth, is learning to flow with life, learning to allow life to flow through us, so that we can choose where we allow these currents to take us in the sphere of life. And thus we see reflected in the material universe around us the things that we have chosen to manifest. But that is in the same way as being in a river, deciding where you want to get on this river. And instead of fighting the currents, use the currents. For the currents are there to be used. We don't need to fight the currents like a rock fights the currents. Because when there's a rock in the river fighting the currents, it gets worn away. Such is the nature of weather. This world will weather you down till there's nothing left if you fight it. You need to be in a total state of surrender in order to be able to experience what life is giving us. And this surrender involves being open to change. So it's a conundrum. It's a circle. The universe is a circle. It will bring us back to where we started from in a new octave. It will reveal to us all the things of the past again, but new forms thereof. And each time we do the circle, we'll gain a little more insight about the process. And as we gain more insight about this process of life, we start to gain access to the greater spheres, these concentric circles of consciousness that expand from within to the extremities, to the outer world, creating the new reality that we're living in from moment to moment. It seems like it's the same world, but if you really want to look at it, it's a different world. Every moment the world has changed, it's a new world. To consider that the world that you were living in a second ago has been taken away and replaced by the world you're in now is a very shamanic concept. For the shaman understand that the dream is being downloaded and the dream is being uploaded. This is a big part of shamanic cosmology from India. The idea of Idda and Pingala, the way in which the astral downloads and the etheric uploads from Western cosmological verbal terms, is fundamental to understanding the nature of the dream. That the dream is resonating and vibrating through you, and that you need to be vibrating and resonating with the dream in order to recognize the reality that's being presented to you, and understand that this dream of life is the expression of truth that we've been seeking. And the moment that we become attuned with this, we're able to see ourselves as we are. And then we can learn to be ourselves more authentically. And when we learn to be ourselves more authentically, we find the eye of the storm, that inner peace that we've been seeking. And the harmonies of life are flowing through us, the way harmonies of notes flow through a song. And then life becomes beautiful music that you can enjoy, like sitting next to a trickling brook with your feet in the water, listening to the birdsong. Life can be this way all the time. The whole life can feel that great if we just allow ourselves to flow with it. Don't resist what you are. Don't resist what you feel. Don't resist where the world is taking you. Don't resist the changes you're experiencing. And don't resist the new information that challenges what you thought you knew. That's a very important part of this little equation. We think we know things, so we build up the so-called truth of the world that we wish to see. And we find ourselves stuck in this version of reality that we would hold. It's so important to just let go. Just let go. Just be. I want you to spend time telling yourself often in your head, let go. Just be. let go, just be. It's such a powerful neuro-linguistic trigger to remind yourself on the inner planes to just let go and be. The more you do it, the more you will be it. And the more you be it, the more you will want to do it. Until it becomes an innate second nature and you don't even realize that you're telling yourself to let go and be. Don't be scared of letting go. It can be scary. It can make you feel like you're lost in this ocean of chaos and that this chaotic current is moving you. But as you become attuned to the chaotic currents, just the way a surfer becomes attuned to the so-called chaotic currents of the ocean, he learns to use those currents to get to where he wants to be, in order to catch the wave that he wants to be on. And when a surfer's on that wave, he feels expressions of joy, peace. There's nothing like being in a tube of a big wave. Well, I say big, I mean like 10, 12 foot. I haven't been a big wave rider, but 12 foot is big enough. When you're in the wave, you feel this sensation of letting go. You feel the sensation of being one with the nature around you, one with the waves, one with the ocean. And time just dissolves. And life can be as beautiful or as ugly as you want it to be. And if you want life to become an expression of beauty and of harmony, all you need to do is let go. Because beauty will present itself to you. Beauty will reveal herself to you, because beauty is the currency of life. Try not to make this too long. I hope you have enjoyed this. If you liked it, share it, like it, subscribe. There are more videos coming. There are daily uploads. Have an absolutely gorgeous day, and don't forget to embrace the change. This is the Bush Whisperer coming at you from the beautiful Penguin Sanctuary, Cape Town, southern tip of Africa. Om Shanti.